The city never sleeps, always moving, always noisy. And Michael knew this fact well. He saw it every day in the eyes of the people around him. Every day he would wake up to the same car horns. This sound was a part of his day, just as it was a part of the city. He was a man of routine. 7 a.m. coffee, 7:30 subway, 8 a.m. work. Everything ran like clockwork. He believed that the universe ran on set patterns, not on vague whims. He saw that everything had a cause and effect. Destiny was a concept for fairy tales. In reality, everything was calculated. But one Tuesday the rhythm faltered. A note folded inside his newspaper interrupted his usual commute. "Don't take your usual route today." That's what was written in a handwriting he didn't recognize. The handwriting was strange and unfamiliar. He scoffed and said it must be a joke. The bridge was his usual route and he always took it. And he wasn't the kind of person who liked to change his ways. He always preferred certainty over change. The subway was moving towards his station and the passengers were going through their daily routines. But the message on the note kept echoing in his mind. He hesitated and began to ponder the meaning of the written words, and a strange feeling of anxiety washed over him. Logic battled a prickle of fear. What harm could come from a simple change in his route? Should he listen to the voice of reason or follow his intuition? At the last minute he got off the subway and chose a different subway line. The news that night confirmed his anxiety. A major accident caused by a reckless driver turned the bridge into wreckage. The timing terrified him. The note, strange as it was, had saved his life. It was this small decision that made the difference between life and death. This incident shook him. It couldn't be a coincidence, could it? Days turned into weeks, and every day a new note arrived. "Stay away from the grocery store at lunchtime," one said, and another warned, "Stay away from the park after dark." Each message proved timely, keeping him away from dangerous accidents and difficult situations. His initial skepticism turned into intense fear. Someone was watching him, protecting him, but who and why? Driven by a desperate need for answers, Michael tried to trace the source of the messages. He consulted handwriting experts, reviewed CCTV footage, and tried to find any leads, but his efforts were in vain. The messages seemed to appear out of thin air with no trace of their origin. The sender was a ghost and their motives were unclear. Was this a guardian angel, a benevolent stalker, or something even stranger? Years passed, and the messages kept coming. Despite the changing times and technological advancements, their frequency decreased, but their purpose remained the same: to keep Michael safe. Each message was a reminder that someone was watching over him. He had long since stopped searching for the sender. His attempts were futile. It was like chasing shadows. The closer he got, the further the truth seemed to slip away. The rhythm of the city continued, but he no longer felt safe. He felt watched. A man living a charmed life, guided by an unseen hand. Fear turned into gratitude and a quiet acceptance of the unexplainable. He knew that a force greater than himself was guiding him. He realized that the universe was full of mysteries that were beyond human comprehension. And in the end, he embraced this mystery as part of his life.